Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I am the Avatar Wolf. We're here with NFL Week 2. NFL Week 1 just ended last night. Potter's here as well. You want to say hi, Potter?
What up?
And we're going to give us our NFL picks for Week 2. Real quickly, before we start, here is the brackets of the people scores from last week. As you see, I'm actually on top with a 10-6 record. Potter, you're at 8-8. Other people here as well. I believe Smooth's at 9-7, or not 9-7, 7-9, I should say, or 8-8, I believe. You'll just see all the picks on the screen right now. I'm not even gonna worry about it. But anyways, let's get started here with the Thursday night game. It will be the New York Giants at the Washington Football Team. Potter, I'll let you start off here with this game here.
Honestly, Washington lost Ryan Fitzpatrick, and the quarterbacks that they have fared okay. Tyler Heineke, and they have Kyle Allen, but I think the Giants are going to step up and get that win this Sunday. It's going to be, uh, honestly, the scores have been so weird.
They have
Let's
been.
talk about that for a second. Scores were really weird in certain games.
They were. I agree.
There always is with week one. Everything's wonky week one. I'm gonna take the Giants over Washington, 17-10.
17-10 over Washington. Now, I got a question for you. Did you watch the Giants against Denver game at all?
Yeah, and Denver squashed them.
And I gotta say this, Denver's defense is not that great, and their offense isn't really that great either.
Proved this Sunday that they are though.
I think the Giants are worse than the Broncos. That's what it proved.
So you're picking Washington?
I'm taking I'm taking Washington only for the fact that Washington's defense was really good last week as well. I believe
Great, but we've learned all throughout football that defense doesn't win championships. They need a quarterback that can do it. Can Tyler Heineke do it?
I think he can get him a few wins.
I think he can too, but I don't think he's ready for that big time playing yet.
Oh, I don't think they're going to make the playoffs or anything. I just think that they're going to beat the Giants at least. I think the Giants are an actual team that the Washington football team can actually beat.
No way, dude. Okay, well, you got into my special stash then.
I mean, real quickly, I just think Washington's defense is like elite, and I don't think Daniel Jones is all there. I don't think Jones is that quarterback either.
But at last week, you said the same thing about Teddy Bridgewater.
I said Bridgewater was going to get him the win. I picked the Denver Broncos.
Oh, okay.
I said the thing about Jameis Winston, which I was proven completely wrong with Winston.
Completely wrong, like I said.
However, it is one game. I want to see more from Winston, but I'll say this. I was completely wrong last week about Winston, actually, how he played. He did really well, and he actually protected the ball well. I hope he keeps that way.
I think Daniel Jones has more to prove than what he's got. Joe Judge is in there, and he stands behind Daniel Jones.
That's true. I mean, this is the thing. Washington needs to win this game this week, and Daniel Jones needs this win as well. Like, they actually do need this win. Do you agree with that?
I agree with that.
If they lose this game against Washington, there's a big question mark in the future for Daniel Jones and Joe Judge. You agree with that as well?
Of course I agree with that.
That's why I think I don't believe in Joe Judge either. Just to be honest with you and fair with you. That's why I took Washington over them.
You don't believe in Joe Judge?
I just don't. I'm sorry. Like, honestly, Joe Judge to me is you've seen the Patriot coaches come and go, right? That's what he is to me.
You mean giant coaches?
Patriot coaches. He was a Belichick project, I believe. He was a Belichick coach. Yep.
He was.
And we've seen Belichick coaches completely fail in the league. Besides one coach that we're going to talk about later.
All right.
Let's get on to the next one, though, since we just talked about Belichick. New England Patriots at the New York Jets. I'll say this real quickly about the Patriots. I think Mac Jones, he's a Patriot coach, all right. Or Patriot quarterback, all right. He's not there in the Brady level yet. Maybe a few seasons he'll be there. However, they're taking on the New York Jets. Real quickly, Potter, you're probably going to say the same thing as I'm about to say about the Jets, but they're going to get Zach Wilson killed in that pocket. Do you agree?
Zach Wilson's going to get murdered.
I was watching that game. I watched like a few highlights, and all I seen was Zach Wilson getting hit, And even like Andrew was messaging me saying that Zach Wilson's gonna die this season, so I'm taking the Patriots 17-7.
I think honestly, I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna go one better, but I'm gonna go 21-7.
21-7.
Yeah. New England fared very well this past weekend. Um,
Oh,
the Jet-
I forgot to say, I took Washington 10-6 against the Giants.
to the
Okay.
Jets, man, that Jets line, that offensive line that shit's scary. That shit is scary. Like I feel for Zach Wilson every time he has to get behind those guys.
They remind me of the Bengals last season with their offensive line, and look what happened to Burrow last season.
Right.
And then plus the Jets offense. I gotta say this as well. What the hell is the Jets? Who's the Jets coach again? What's his name?
Robert Saleh.
Saleh. What the fuck are you doing? Putting Denzel Mims on the
I
bench
think
and
I
only
said that
having
right. I think I said that right. Saleh.
Saleh, Salime, Salmon, whatever the fuck your name is. Why are you having Denzel Mims on the bench? That's your best fucking receiver. He only has 2 fucking catches.
Probably because he didn't show up to. A lot of coaches in this league are, if you're not showing up to practice, and I feel like a lot of these coaches are taking it out on the unvaccinated players. That player might not be relatively unvaccinated.
Jet fans, do me a favor. I want you to search up if he actually showed up to practice one, and I want to know if he's vaccinated. You'll tell me in the comments because I know you guys were saying "Go Jets, go" for week 1 against the Carolina Panthers, which I know completely dominated against you guys, by the way. But we're not going to talk about that. Oh, are you ready for next game? I think the Patriots and Jets were just so easy to talk about because we were both on the same page for that game.
Well, yeah, but I'm pretty sure that we're going to be on the same page for the next one too.
The Denver Broncos at the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'll let you go first.
Honestly, I am not liking what I'm seeing in Jacksonville at all. Trevor Lawrence seems rushed. Uh, it just doesn't seem like things are clicking there. And I think Denver's going to come in and they already got a win, so they got a chip on their shoulders. Teddy Bridgewater has a chip on his shoulder. He definitely is going to have another phenomenal game. I think Denver's going to win. I'm sorry, Jacksonville fans. 21-3.
21-3. Now,
21-3.
I think
Trevor
Denver's.
Lawrence does not have nothing. Trevor Lawrence is struggling. That defense might be good, but again, if you don't have anybody to call those plays, you don't have anybody behind the pocket he looks scared. He looks like he's not ready. He
You
looks
know,
like they pick up Cam Newton, like the Jaguars should pick up Cam Newton and pick him up now.
I would be scared if I was Trevor Lawrence too, getting drafted to a franchise like the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Right. If the Jags want to extend Trevor Lawrence's life expectancy, again, the Jets. Okay, it doesn't matter who you put back there. If you have a shite line, you have a shite line. But Jacksonville does not have a shite line. I think with a personnel change, and I'm not saying this to hurt anybody's feelings or to say that Jacksonville sucks, but if Jacksonville wanted to teach anything to this kid, there's a perfect teacher out there in free agency, and his name is Cam Newton.
Didn't we just have Urban Meyer saying that he cut like players because of vaccination?
Right, but to prove it wrong, honestly, it would be in Meyer's best interest to pick up a player like Cam Newton, especially for help. Even if Cam Newton does nothing this year, he could really help Trevor Lawrence in his development.
So I'm just gonna say,
Especially if they want him to be a little bit more mobile, especially getting away from the pressure. Like Cam Newton could really help there, and it would give Cam Newton a job. And
I
it would give Urban Meyer all the reason in the world that Urban Meyer didn't say that. No way. He's just flustered by the media and blah, 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 blah.
all right. Well, I'm gonna take the Denver Broncos as well, 20-20. I'm gonna say this to you, Potter.
Did you say 20-20?
28-20.
Oh, okay. You think there's going to be that much scoring in this game on Jacksonville's end?
I think that Trevor Lawrence, even though he had a bad game against Houston, he's still.
He had a bad game, and that's the thing. He had a bad game against fucking Houston. They don't even have a fucking competent quarterback. They have Tyrod Taylor, and they have a decent defense. But if you're getting beat by teams like that, man, and you're going to take him with that much of a score, are you sure you're not into my special stash? Because
Trevor Lawrence last week, 332 yards, 3 touchdowns. Now, however, he did have 3 interceptions, but still 3 touchdowns against Houston.
Okay, sweet. Because I'm pretty sure Denver still has like a pretty elite secondary.
They have a decent secondary. They have a older version. They have an old what's his name in the D-backs. Von Miller's old as well. Von Miller's gonna have a field day, by the way, in this game. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah.
Von Miller's gonna eat. But Trevor Lawrence, I still think he can at least score at least 20 points because Denver's gonna allow it, because I think they're gonna be up by 28 points in the third quarter. And Jacksonville's just going to get garbage points.
Think so?
That's what I think is going to happen. Now, I'm going to say this. Jacksonville and the Jets remind me of Buffalo Bills with Josh Allen's first year, where we had no offensive line help, and we'll see how they actually produce a quarterback and offensive line next season. But for this season, Lawrence and Zach Wilson are basically dead men walking. Do you agree with that?
Yes, no. They need to get some line. They need to get some help on that line.
You think they need to get this season, or you think they're going to wait till next season?
They can address it this season.
I just know how the Jets are, and I know how Jacksonville is, and I don't think they're going to actually address it. That's the problem.
It's on the coaches at this point.
Next game up is the Buffalo Bills at the Miami Dolphins. All right. Everyone wanted me to actually go off about the Bills here, about how they completely decided to take the freaking Pittsburgh Steelers as a fucking joke and not run actual offensive plays, but instead run trick plays throughout most of the game, because apparently the defense of the Pittsburgh Steelers was not legit for them. First of all, Buffalo, your offensive line was jack shit last week, letting TJ Watt and who was it? Melvin Ingram, right? Melvin Ingram's on the Steelers now?
Yep.
They had a freaking field day eating Josh Allen inside outways. It was bad. Josh Allen was a dead man in that game. And Buffalo's defense, which I'll say this, the first half of the defense, the 2019 Buffalo Bill defense, that was a positive for you guys. The second half, you look like the 2020 Bills defense, and that's atrocious. Brian DeBall. Do you have anything to say about Brian DeBall?
I have a lot to say about the Bills in general, but I'm going to let you finish.
Brian DeBall, I don't know, I actually was bitching about you last year as well for your idiotic coaching decisions sometimes, especially in the game of Kansas City. That game, you guys were playing too conservative, and you guys weren't letting anything happen on offense. You guys played too conservative against the Pittsburgh Steelers last week. I'm actually going to be very easy to you guys this week, because I'll say this. I hope this loss to Pittsburgh woke you guys the fuck up. Because if you haven't, and you guys somehow lose to Miami, and you guys lose bad to Miami, or keep it close against Miami, because this is a game that you guys should just completely dominate them, to be honest. I don't believe in Tua Tagovailoa at all. I don't think the defense is actually that legit compared to the Steelers. I think the Steelers actually has a good defensive line, and that's what fucked you guys over. I hope that you guys actually get some help on the offensive line and actually wake up on the offensive line to fix yourselves. But you guys need to win this matchup here against Miami. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to say you come out strong and you guys actually come out angry, and you guys beat Miami 50-24. Potter, you can go off on the Bills now. I don't even want to go off on that much right now, to be honest.
So I'm going to talk about penalties. Bonehead fucking offensive line penalties. Deion Dawkins penalized 3 times. Same play, same shit, holding. Just fucking let them come through. Stop putting your fucking hands up like you're a rookie. All right. Awesome playing from Emmanuel Sanders. Awesome playing from Diggs as usual. But I'm going to kind of get on Wolf's bandwagon here on you, Brian Dubois. What is going on with throwing Josh? Okay, when Josh Allen fumbles the ball like that, fine. You don't immediately start to run the fucking ball with him again. Like, they see it fucking coming. They see it coming. That's why he's only getting 3 yards a gain compared to the fucking 15 that he was getting last year. Okay? Like, stop trying to kill our quarterback. Have him drop back and throw the ball to the guy that we pay for. His name is Stephon Diggs. He wears number 14. Okay? Or throw it to Gabriel Davis. Gabriel Davis, amazing catch. Trying to bail us out there at the end. What a fucking catch from Gabriel Davis. What a touchdown catch from Gabriel Davis. Okay?
You know what? Let me get back on this real
You know how
quick.
frustrated I was about this game? I fell asleep.
Here, I'm going to say this as well. If you're going to run the ball, give it to the man that's actually running for like 5.4 yards a carry in Devin Singletary. Where the fuck was Singletary? This man was running. They were running through him. He was running through that defense. And they stopped using him.
I still think Buffalo doesn't know their identity on an offense yet. I still don't know if they're pass first, run second. It's just they need to figure it out quick because Miami's here, and guess what? Miami's a division rival. And if we go 0-1 in the division, it's never good. Every time the Bills have gone 0-1 in the division to start the year, they have had an 8-8 record or worse. Just letting you guys know, Bills fans, if we fuck up in Miami and go 0-1 in the division to start the year, I don't know, man.
The last time, now I actually read about the practice this week, or today, I should say, not this week. I read that the Bills players came out. They were actually very more fired up to practice than usual. They weren't joking around. They were more up to business. And the last time they did that in practice was, and I mean, Jordan Poyer was actually very pissed in the press conference as well too. The last time Jordan Poyer was pissed and the practice was like this was against the Cardinals, and the Bills after the Cardinals lost came out and won 8 straight in a row. So, including playoff games as well.
It could be that way.
It better be that way for the Buffalo Bills.
Right now, if that same team comes onto the field like they did in that second half, brother, we're not winning shit.
And I think that most of the blames on that loss is Brian DeBull.
I'm still gonna take the Bills, but I'm telling you right now, it ain't gonna be no 50-24. It's gonna be like what the last game was. What was it? 21-16
For Pittsburgh, you mean, or oh,
yeah,
you mean the
21-16, right?
No, let me check.
21-10.
It was 23-16.
Yeah, 23-16. Honestly, Buffalo walking into Miami. Miami's again division rival, a really hot rivalry with Buffalo. Honestly, dude.
Well, let's also like take in consideration the past as well. That Josh Allen has never had a bad game against the Miami Dolphins yet in this season, in his career in Buffalo.
Yeah,
That's also why I said I picked 50-24 because I figured Josh Allen's actually going to play decent and probably throw at least 5 touchdowns. I don't care if they're in Miami or not. I expect them to actually score points and put points on the board. I'm expecting them to at least have 40 points in this game.
I'm not going to give them that much. I'm going to say they're going to score. They're going to score 24 to Miami's
24
10.
to 10.
Miami's 10. Tagovailoa is going to fucking struggle against our defense. Rousseau's going to come out angry. Poyer's going to be definitely ball hawking. It's not going to be good for Miami, but I don't foresee it being that big of a deal. The Bills still have a lot of work to do. I'm very, very upset with what I've seen Sunday. And the fact of the matter is that this game's at 10 o'clock, bro. I'm not even, man.
For you? Is that 10 o'clock for you?
It says, look, Buffalo at Miami, 10 o'clock a.m.
I thought it would be at like 11 or 12, or it says 1 p.m.
Unless you
Eastern for
have me,
me.
you sent me these pick'ems.
That was in Pacific.
Oh,
That's the only way I could get the pick'em sheet is in Pacific time. I couldn't get it in Eastern.
gotcha, gotcha.
Sorry about that. I should have let you know beforehand, but it is regular time,
So
1
it's a
p.m.
one.
Eastern
It's a
for
1 o'clock game.
yeah.
It's a 1 o'clock.
Buffalo just at least win this game. You can't. If you guys lose, then you guys are fucked. And I'll take this hat off
Oh,
and fucking burn it if you guys lose this game somehow. It's a nice hat, by the way. You better fucking win. As I don't want to fucking burn this fucking vintage Buffalo Bill old school hat. So please win. Anyways, up next, the San Francisco 49ers going to Philadelphia to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. I'll just be honest with you guys. I think you guys underestimated the Niners a little bit, Potter, last week. They came out and absolutely destroyed Detroit. I'm taking the Niners 35-17 against the Eagles.
Um, I think that as much as Nick Sirianni wants us to believe that that Jalen Hurts is the guy, Jalen Hurts is not their guy. Jalen Hurts is nowhere close to being that guy in Philadelphia, and we saw that last week. He was struggling super hard. I also agree with you. Same exact score. I think the 49ers are going to wipe out the Eagles.
So I'm gonna real quickly say this. Do you think it's Jimmy Garoppolo's team still, or do you think it's actually Trey Lance's?
It's still Garoppolo's team until Garoppolo decides that it's not his team. And again, it all lies with Garoppolo. Like, how is he going to play? What does he want to do? Is he going to actually play and not get benched?
Those are good questions. I really have nothing to say about the Rams or not the Niners and Eagles. I just think the Niners are just going to completely wall up on the Eagles. Jalen Hurts, I don't think is really that good of a quarterback. He's going to put up some points here and there just because of garbage time, but I think the Niners are just going to run through this game here and go on to the next game, basically. Now, I will say this about the Niners. They did lose. Who did they lose in injury? They got someone on the defense got injured last week.
Niners?
Yes.
Shit, I can't remember who.
It was some big player too on their defensive end, on their defensive front, or not front. It might have been defensive backs, or let me check.
Oh, for the Lions?
No, for the Niners. They took on the Lions though.
Someone from the Lions really got hurt.
Let me see here, Niners. I want to look at your injury report. Please let me look at your injury report. No, okay. San Fran. Sorry,
Oh, hey.
Yes?
So a defensive back did get hurt, but he plays for the Lions.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a Lions Den. I was thinking the Lions Den. We'll wait till we get to the Lions Den. But anyways, I'm still thinking Niners 35-17. I still think they're gonna beat the Eagles. Up next, we get the Los Angeles Rams at the Indianapolis Colts. I'll do this game real quickly. I think this is gonna be a close game. I think I think Wentz is actually a decent quarterback for the Colts. Just it was hard to beat a team like the Seattle Seahawks with Russell Wilson in the start of the season. But however, I'm still going to take the Rams 20-17. I think it's going to be a close game. I think both defenses are going to be on point. Stafford needs a proved. Pardon?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, I thought you were talking. Sorry.
Continue.
I just gotta say this. I still gotta see more from Stafford. Stafford didn't impress me that much against the Chicago Bears. However, we'll see how he does this week against the Indianapolis Colts. A better defense than the Bears should be, I think.
I have to disagree with you. I was impressed with Matt Stafford's play. He lit up. He lit it up. He looked like Tom Brady.
I'm just not impressed by the Chicago defense.
Huh?
I'm just not impressed by the Chicago defense.
Yeah, I'm still gonna take the Rams though.
Okay. I took the Rams too. What do you think the score is going to be?
Uh, man, 24-21.
24-21. So you think it's going to be a close game as well? You think Wentz is the guy for the Colts?
I think so. I think Wentz can keep it close, but I don't think that he's going to be able to beat the experience of Matt Stafford.
Okay. That's a good. Yeah, I mean, I can see it. I can see it. I'm the same way. I think Stafford's going to do good this game. I want to see how he does against the better defense than the way the Bears defense was before I start crowding him. Anyways, up next, we got the Las Vegas Raiders at the Pittsburgh Steelers. My question to you right now about the Steelers is, was that game against Buffalo a sign that they're actually a good team, or do you think that's just a fluke on Buffalo's part? It was a fluke game, and Buffalo should have beat the hell out of them, but Buffalo didn't take them seriously.
Fluke game. Buffalo should have beat the hell out of them, and the Raiders are going to.
And the Raiders are going to? What do you think the score is going to be?
As long as Derek Carr can stay upright, it's going to be a close one. I'm going to do the same score. 23-16, except for I'm giving the game to the Raiders.
Okay. I'm taking the Raiders as well. However, I'm going to say this. I don't think Derek Carr is going to score over 20 points. I think it's going to be 17-13. I think the Steelers' defense is actually a legit defense. I think that their pressure on the front four is actually phenomenal. Casey Hayward, T.J. Watt, Melvin Ingram, they completely dominated the Bills' offensive line. I don't think that's a fluke. I think that's legit what their defense is going to be this season. Is just dominating the offensive line, the line front, and then their secondary just going to capitalize off of whatever the line does. But I'm going to take the Raiders 17-13. I don't think Big Ben's actually a good quarterback anymore. I think it was just a fluke win for the Steelers, and I think the Bills' defense
you could tell. You could tell the decline.
Oh, yeah, you can tell last week.
Just as bad as Josh Allen was.
Yep. The only thing that he did better is that the defense stopped playing in the second half, and they let him actually just throw down the field and get touchdowns to win. That's all it was. And I think the Steelers' defense is the only reason they're in that game.
So I'm excited to talk about this next game. Cincinnati's going at Chicago. Cincinnati is in Chicago, and last week, Cincinnati, man, I was impressed with how Burrow was playing, and I just think that Chicago's not quite there yet. Justin Fields, I don't think he did very well. I can't remember. I didn't watch the Chicago game.
So, Fields did not play that game. They had Andy Dalton start.
Oh, they did have Dalton start.
They had Dalton start, and Fields was a gadget player.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay. Well, I don't like Chicago even worse. I like Chicago even worse with Andy Dalton leading them. I'm going to take Cincinnati. I'm going to take Cincinnati 24-10.
24-10? All right. I actually took Cincinnati 20-10 against the Bears. Same reason as you. I'm gonna go off real quick for a minute about this team. Chicago. You drafted, who was it? Justin Fields? Is that right?
Yeah.
You drafted Justin Fields in the first fucking round, and instead of using him as a quarterback, you use him as a gadget player. I don't know what to say about this. Matt Nagy, you're such a great coach. I don't know how you didn't get fired last season.
He said, you're such a great coach.
You should have been fired last season for how you fucking butchered Mitchell Trubisky's career. Like, let's be honest. Mitchell Trubisky is a lot better right now in Buffalo than he was ever in Chicago.
I have to agree with you there, buddy.
And Matt Nagy should not be a head coach in the NFL right now, but somehow, some way, he's doing some special favors in Chicago in that front office. And it's getting on his knees type of favors.
Are you insinuating what I think you're insinuating?
Yes, I am.
That's alrighty then.
Because I don't know how he's still a head coach.
I mean, he's not a terrible head coach.
He's not terrible, but
Both are questionable. That is for sure.
he's great on defense. However, on offense, he just butchers quarterbacks, in my opinion. He's ugh.
Yeah.
I'm taking Cincinnati 20-10. Joe Burrow, I love to see you back on the field. I love that you're actually playing decent. I love that it looks like the Cincinnati Bengals actually fixed their offensive line. I hope it stays like that. It wasn't a product of facing the Vikings that didn't have a defensive line. But we'll see against the Bears when you take on Khalil Mack. Hopefully keep Burrow alive here. We'll see how it goes for Cincinnati. I'm taking Cincinnati 20-10 over Chicago. Up next, the Houston Texans take on the Cleveland Browns. Potter, I gotta say this. Cleveland surprised the hell out of me this week. They kept up close with the Kansas City Chiefs, which was a tough task in general, but they still got the job done. I mean, they did lose that game, but still impressive showing by Cleveland. I'm taking Cleveland 35-13. I think Houston's win against the Jacksonville Jaguars was a product of Jacksonville being bad.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
I'd say so.
35-13. I think Baker Mayfield's going to do good. Nick Chubb's going to run all over the field. Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt's going to have a field day. Yeah, I'll let you talk about this.
Honestly, what can I say? Baker Mayfield shocked the hell out of me. Being able to do what he did against a team like, and can I go off for a second? What the fuck are they running there? Why are they running a run-only offense when you have Patrick fucking Mahomes?
You should save it for the Kansas City-Baltimore game, but you can go off about it right now, I guess.
I'm just saying, like, let's talk about how they didn't even utilize their star player.
Actually, let's save that for Kansas City.
All right. Well, whatever they're cooking up in Cleveland, there, I'm believing it. Cleveland's gonna win this Sunday.
What's the score?
34-17.
34-17. We're basically same close. We're close in this in our scores. I'll say this though, Tyrod Taylor is actually a decent quarterback. He's not a terrible quarterback. He's gonna get you wins.
Express from last week. He can't get the job done.
Not against good teams. So I'm gonna say that Cleveland. I'm pretty sure Cleveland will be 1-1 this season. If you guys lose somehow to Houston, then I think Houston needs to be taken a lot more seriously. Because if Houston somehow beats you guys and beats the Browns, then I don't know what the hell's going on in Houston right now, but I think we gotta actually take a look into it. Do you agree on that?
Yep.
Next up, New Orleans Saints at the Carolina Panthers. Jameis Winston, you shocked me. I'll give you a clap for it. 5 touchdowns, 145 yards passing. You guys, you didn't throw any interceptions. You kept the ball like completely controlled. That's how you're supposed to win a game in the NFL. I'm taking the Saints to beat the Panthers, 27-24. I think Sam Darnold is actually going to have a good week this week as well against the New Orleans Saints. I think the Panthers are getting there, but they're not there quite yet. I still think the Saints are going to win 27-24. Potter, what do you think?
I agree with what you said. 5 touchdowns. Whatever he threw, 174 yards.
145.
I told you. Jameis Winston can get the job done. He's got the tools. I think the Saints win 28-17.
What do you think about Carolina?
I agree with you. They're there, but they're not there yet.
You think Darnold's going to be there?
A little bit more time to gel.
You think Darnold's their future franchise quarterback then?
Oh, absolutely.
So do you think they stole basically Darnold from the Jets?
Yeah.
Okay. All I wanted to hear.
Just like Justin Fields going to be stolen in a couple years from the Jets.
You mean Zach Wilson?
Whatever.
Up next, we got the Minnesota Vikings at the Arizona Cardinals. I'll let you go first, actually, on this one.
Listen, I'm really upset being a Minnesota Vikings fan. Now we have to go to Arizona. Hey, man, you want to talk in locker room problems? He still refuses to get the shot.
Who are we talking
It's
about?
not.
Kirk Cousins?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's not looking good, Vikings fans. I'm gonna give the win to Arizona, 21-3. Actually, 24-7. Justin Jefferson's gonna get one touchdown catch.
Okay. I think Arizona's going to win. I think it's going to be 20-17. Cook has to get something at least. I believe Jefferson has to get something as well. And maybe give him a field goal just because, just because. But I think that this is the D-Hop / Kyler Murray show. Arizona 28-17. I really can't say anything else about Arizona. I think the Arizona Cardinals are actually decent this year. I think they're really good this season. I think they have a shot to actually win the NFC West. I think it's going to be a tough NFC West as always, but I think it's going to be a lot more tougher now that you have the Arizona in the fray as well with those three other teams. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun season for the NFC West, I'll say that.
I have to agree.
Up next, we got the Atlanta Falcons at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tom Brady, welcome. Tom Brady, just have fun. 35-14. I don't even want to talk about Atlanta, do you?
No.
You gotta put a score, though.
No. Same.
You're gonna put the same score? 35-14?
No. Fuck you, Tom Brady.
I'll say this about Atlanta. I guess I'll just say this about Atlanta because I thought Pyre would say something, but you're gonna need more than just Matt Ryan.
Agreed.
I think Matt Ryan. I think this. It's getting close to his last seasons in Atlanta, if we're being honest.
And they got to do something.
All right, Tennessee Titans at the Seattle Seahawks. I already know that we're gonna disagree on this game here. I'll let you talk about it first. Go ahead.
So I'm gonna take the Titans, and again, I'm a really firm believer of that whole thing they got going on in Tennessee right now. It's a fun time to be a Titans fan. It feels like 99 all over again for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got a good team. They're poised. They can win games if they want to. You know, Ryan Tannehill has the skills. When they thought that he was done in Miami, I mean, he just comes out. I'm going to take Tennessee 28-20. I'm sorry.
20-20?
28-24.
20-20. Okay. So I get to talk about this game. Let me just say this. I'm bringing up something on my phone real quick. I just want to see. Where is it? Where's that game at? Here it is. The Cardinals defeated the Tennessee Titans 38-13 on Sunday in what was a blowout for the Cardinals against Tennessee Titans. My question right now is, how did Ryan Tannehill play in this blowout? 21 completions, 35 completions, okay, 212 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. You had the backup quarterback in there as well. Maybe Tannehill got hurt.
I think so.
Julio Jones had three catches for 29 yards. If Tannehill got hurt, if Tannehill's still hurt, I think that's going to be a problem for Tennessee moving forward. I'll be honest with you. I'm taking Seattle 27-21. I think Seattle is actually going to be basically riding on the coattails of the Russell Wilson first half MVP season, as he always is. You know how Russell Wilson plays. We know how it is every season.
Oh, yeah.
MVP Russ is in the building. And then week 8, womp, womp, womp.
So, I have a question.
Yes.
Real quick, Bob. Do you remember the guy that Russell Wilson took the job from?
Was it Hasselbeck?
No.
Who was it?
Quarterback named Matt Flynn. Played for Green Bay. Was poised to be the next Aaron Rodgers because he played behind Aaron Rodgers. Came to Seattle, stunk the joint up. It
I
would
remember
have been
that.
a big false on Seattle's part to let Russell Wilson go. I still believe that Tennessee can turn around this game. I think that, again, a lot of these teams coming out haven't had fans in their stadiums. They're getting used to it. Look out for Tennessee this weekend.
Up next, I'm gonna let you talk about this game first. Dallas Cowboys at the Los Angeles Chargers. I just want to hear what you gotta say first in this game, so I'll just let you
The
talk.
fucking Cowboys. The Cowboys, the Cowboys, the Cowboys. What can I say? They blew 3 turnovers against the Bucs in that first game. Actually, I think it was 2. Their kicker, who miraculously still has a fucking job, missed 2 extra points, or 2 field goals and an extra point. The 1 field goal he tried from fucking 60 yards away. Why? Dallas? Why? That shit's not going to work against this Charger team that's coming in. Justin Herbert, second year in the league, wants to win. And I think this weekend they're gonna. Dak Prescott played great in that game 1. So I don't know. Honestly, this is going to be my game where I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to take the Cowboys over the Chargers. I am. I'm going to take the Cowboys. We're going to say that it's going to be 28. We're going to do
You cut in and out Discord. Nice. Can you repeat it? Okay, I think I gotta leave and come back. Discord's going in and out. I'm gonna wait for him to come back before I say my prediction, guys. Hello?
the Cowboys.
The Cowboys. What's the
Dak Prescott played so well against that Buccaneers defense. I had his field goal, had his kicker not missed those kicks, Dallas would have won that game against the Bucs. And they're gonna beat the Chargers this weekend, 21-17.
21-17. Now I'm gonna say this, Mike McCarthy. I don't know why you brought your kicker out to do a 60-yard field goal. I think you guys should have probably. What was it? Was it 4th and 2, 4th and 1, or was it longer than that?
Something like that.
I thought it was close, but if it wasn't close, I still punted. I wouldn't have tried the field goal. Just being honest. But I'll say this: I'm taking Dallas over the Chargers. Dak Prescott, he came out just gun blazing. He's the gun ho quarterback as he always is. He's gonna throw some interceptions sooner or later, guys. I'm just gonna say that right now. He was throwing some picks, and that's how Dak Prescott plays. He's a gunslinger. That's how you guys like him. But I think Dak Prescott and the Cowboys have something to prove here tonight. They got an easier challenge in the Los Angeles Chargers than they had in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm taking them 32-21. I'll say this, though, for the Cowboys. You guys should be looking up high and mighty right now. You guys kept it close against the reigning Super Bowl champions. Last season, you guys wouldn't have even made it this far against them. You guys shouldn't even have a chance last season to beat them, actually, to be honest with you guys. I'm taking Cowboys 32-21.
Hey, Cowboys fans, don't look up for too long because eventually December's going to come around and you're going to shit the bed again.
So I actually looked at their schedule, Potter.
Mm-hmm.
They have a good shot to go 8-1 this season before they take on the Kansas City Chiefs. They have such an easy schedule; it's not even fair. And you'll see when you're up to week 6, you'll be like, when are the Cowboys getting a real shot, a real challenge? I guarantee you're gonna say that probably. But yeah, Cowboys against Chargers. We're both taking Cowboys apparently. Up
Yep.
next, Kansas City goes into Baltimore taking on the Ravens. We have different opinions on this one as well, I believe. So I'll let you decide. I'll let you talk about this one first.
Honestly, Kansas City played shit. Played like shit against the Cowboys or against the Browns. And if there's any sort of being able to emulate it in this game, the Ravens can do it. I know they're down a couple running backs, but man, what I saw Monday night, I'm not upset with that Ravens running core right now. I think the Ravens are going to be the first team to knock off the Chiefs this year. But I think that Andy Reid is smart this week. I don't think he's going to try that run shit. It's going to be a high scoring game. Watch Lamar Jackson. He's going to run for 2 and throw 2. It's going to be 31-28. Baltimore.
So, in previous seasons, Baltimore has been shut down by the Kansas City defense in the past 2 seasons against Lamar. Whenever the Chiefs took on Lamar Jackson, I'm taking Kansas City just for the fact that I think they're not going to run the ball anymore. I think Kansas City knows they're going to just pass down the throats of people. I mean, that's the reason they're even like Super Bowl champions 2 years ago. That's the reason why they were even in the Super Bowl last season. I don't know why they were running the ball against the Browns. Like maybe they were scared of Myles Garrett or something hitting Mahomes. Who knows? But I'm taking Kansas City to beat the Ravens 35-14. Kansas City just has the Baltimore Ravens number in the last few years. You know, I can't.
And I think that's exactly why Baltimore is going to show out.
I thought that last season. To be honest,
Baltimore has never been this good. Not since Ray Lewis retired.
well, last game to talk about, we got the Detroit Lions at the Green Bay Packers. I'll go real quickly here. Aaron Rodgers should be pissed off that he just lost to. Only scored 3 points against the Saints to start the season. I'm taking Green Bay 28-7. I think Rodgers is going to play decent this week, and yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Again, I don't think that anybody has truly gotten to see what the Lions are made of. Yes, the Lions just lost their cornerback Jeff Okubo, but you know what? There's something about there's something about the way that this team looked. Like, okay, like Jared Goff. I mean, honestly, it's gonna take some time. But midway this year, just look at Detroit again and tell me that they're not a powerhouse. They're not going to beat Green Bay, though. It's going to be close. I think Detroit's defense is just as good as the Saints. So, honestly, this is going to be the low-scoring game, and it's going to be 9-3 Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers is not going to score a touchdown. They're going to go another week without scoring a big touchdown.
So my only problem with Green Bay is that I think that the turmoil in the locker room is starting to boil and starting to overkettle already early on in the season. Because a lot of people are saying that Rodgers actually played terrible because of Green Bay not paying him and this, that, and the other, and all the drama that happened before week 1 even started. They're saying that Aaron Rodgers basically sold out. I don't know how I feel about that. So if Rodgers goes out there and he's actually selling out, then this might be an interesting game. No team might score. It might end in a tie. 0-0 tie.
No touchdowns. 9-3.
9-3. All right. So hopefully that is all the games for this next week coming up, guys. I didn't go off on the Bills that much as you guys probably expected me to, but honestly, if you would have got this review on Sunday or the Monday after, I probably would have went off a lot more. I really didn't go off that much about them, but if they lose in Miami, if they somehow lose to the Dolphins in Miami and just play terrible again, and they go 0-2 this season, you guys are going to expect me to go off on them a lot more, and I already know I'm going to go off on them a lot more, and it's not going to be a pretty sight. Pyre will probably go off on them too, won't you?
I'm sorry.
If they lose to Miami next week, you'll probably go off on them too, right?
Yeah, most definitely. Again, it's a huge game, division game.
I'm gonna say this right now, guys. If Buffalo loses to Miami, you're gonna get my live reactions about from that instead of waiting 2 days for me to record this and actually do that. Because I know I'm a lot more calmer right now than I was on Sunday, and I believe Potter, you are too in a way, aren't you?
I mean, I was so upset I fell asleep. What does that tell you?
Yeah. So if you guys want to see me rant about the Bills, if they you guys are probably gonna be rooting for Miami to win now. You'll see me go off boiling, but that's gonna do it for me tonight, guys. Hopefully, you guys actually have good picks. I showed the score of the picks earlier from last week. I'll show them again this week again right now at the end of the video. Hopefully, maybe, who knows? It depends on how I want to edit it. But yeah, Pyre, any last words before we cut off here?
Nope. Fuck the Patriots.
Fuck the Patriots. All right. I'll see you guys later. The Avatar Wolf is out. Peace.